Ding dong, good day. Remember how a few weeks ago I made a video on the new content for the Nether Alpha? And then they opened up the island the next day? Well, I've been playing quite a bit of it, and I'm here to share my wisdom with the rest of the class. Firstly, quests. This is kind of a big deal, because the quests we currently have are all-time classics such as the award-winning Bring 64 Wool to the Carpenter, and Talk to Shaggy. Now we're getting more MMORPG-like quests where stuff actually happens. However, most of them are still bring this guy this, bring that guy that type quests. The final one you can get to for now is Battle the Monster, which I assume is where you fight Kudra, but that's not released yet. There's also this one where Elle walks for, I kid you not, 3 whole minutes, and you gotta follow her around. While some of these seem a bit unfinished, I enjoy doing them overall. Let's just walk through here. I can hear the footsteps. Oh, really? I lost them. Oh yeah, at the beginning you gotta choose your faction. You got the mages, who are lame and nerds, and the barbarians, who are cool and not nerds. Bruh. But hey, at the end of the day, it's your choice. Anyways, I chose mage because my chat made me, so I'm a lame nerd now. This is so sad. There's basically no differences between them besides bragging rights, and this one NPC who sells a spore harvester if you're a mage and a bush harvester if you're a barbarian. No one asked though. Now for some fun stuff. There's 5 different mini bosses you can find on the island. The first of which should spawn any second now. Ah, there he is. The subscribe button. Defeating him is very easy. All it takes is one click. Perhaps another click on this little fella? Anyways, Blade Soul is very strong and basically insta-kills you as soon as he does his Wither Skull attack. Too bad he's located 2 meters away from spawn. It is incredibly trivial to kill him if you're a hype mage. All you do is empty your whole mana into him, die, and then repeat until he dies. Mage Outlaw is even easier. You really gotta mess up for him to kill you. The only threatening attack he has is this one, but yeah, he's definitely the easiest out of the 4. Barbarian Duke 10 is pretty tough. He has a lot of defense, so mage is way better against him. But as soon as he stomps you, you're probably dead. Still not that difficult though. Ashfang, however, this man is a piece of garbage. He spawns his own little shadow assassin who he paid 5 V-Bucks to kill you. And then he does a crazy amount of damage himself and has absurd regeneration. The easiest way I found to kill him is to just assemble an army of gold or chads and swing at him until he inevitably dies. Of course, there's also Big Mans, and he's pretty cool. Splits up into many different small men.
Hello small men, this is Big Guy here in my red Yankees cap.
My main complaint about the mini bosses is that their drops are currently very underwhelming, to say the least. Usually you'll just get a crafting ingredient, but if you're lucky, you can also drop a special weapon, which is cool and all, but there's no real point in doing more after you get said weapon. I've already talked about the new armor sets last time, but now we know their actual stats. Look at this chestplate. I didn't even know numbers went this high. It gives nearly the same stats as my maxed gold or chestplate, and it's completely clean. No enchants, reforgers, or anything. Keep in mind they also go up to 15 star. Here's the other sets. They're basically like Wither armor but on super steroids. Again, these are completely clean and they're already better than what we currently have. And then they all have a meaningful set bonus as well? I just hope there's enemies to use this gear against, because all the mini bosses in Blade Slayer don't require anything even remotely this powerful. Oh yeah, speaking of Blade Slayer, it's pretty weird. The tier 1 is very straightforward, but still has an ability where he summons his minions to attack you. At tier 1 these guys don't really do much damage, but later on they hit hard. Especially since you gotta wear a Sorrow chestplate to even be able to tank the boss in the first place. But Powliner, you baboon, Sorrow gives like no HP. Yes, but it does give a lot of true defense. And when the boss does entirely true damage, it's completely broken. Like seriously. This is me in 3/4 Necron and Warden. And this is me in Sorrow chestplate instead of Necron chestplate. Why is it going up? And this is me next to the Eiffel Tower. The main gimmick of the Slayer are runic attributes. From tier 2 onwards, if you aren't hitting him with the right weapon attribute, your damage is It's not there, like, at all. 6,000 damage? Bro! In short, you need the Fire Dust and Twilight Daggers, which have pretty awful stats, but you don't really have a choice. Now it's 5,000. They do get way better later on though. There's also the Wisp, which is probably the coolest pet I've ever seen. It's leveled up via feeding him an incredible amount of Gabagool. Gabagool. Which is obtained from the Inferno minions and is an S tier funny word. By the way, the Inferno minion is really weird. This dude looking like Emerald minion unstranded with that time between actions. But don't worry, you can reduce that by a lot through its ability and giving them the correct minion feel. Anyways, back to the Wisp. Look at these stats and perks. Usually stats such as HP are ignored on pets, but 600 is kind of nuts. This guy must be completely broken, right? No! Well, it is, but it doesn't give you any damage, and apparently the Sorrow chestplate tech is broken enough to make you not die. So the sweats are still using stuff like the Golden Dragon over it. It was supposed to be pretty much mandatory for this boss, because there's no other way you can break fire pillars, and if you don't break them, they break you. But Wither Cloak do be a funny little sword, so yeah. The Blaze Slayer recipes though, let me tell ya, these are something else. Look at this one, it's gambling for coins, and it's great. I can already see myself rolling a bunch of these on stream and losing all my money. The Blaze Tech Ham Radio is probably the most creative item I've ever seen. The only issue I have with it is that it takes up even more inventory space, and that's not good when the average player's inventory looks like this. There's also this dude called the Vanquisher, who drops Nether Stars once killed, which you can buy Kudra keys with, and of course don't stack. Thank you, Hypixel. I'm a big fan of the fishing content in this update. Not only is there an entire new roster of creatures you can catch, there's also trophy fishing. Essentially, these are just rare fish, but most of them are exclusive to their own areas. For example, the Gusher can only be caught after a volcanic eruption, the Flyfish can only be caught from 8 blocks above, and the Girlfriend Fish is unobtainable. After collecting all of these, you can qualify to catch Thunder, which is pretty exciting. Although there are 2 trophy fish that no one knows how to catch yet, so yeah. Uh-oh! Stinky alert! Remember how I said Kudra isn't out yet, like a few minutes ago? Well, I lied, because he was put on the alpha network in the middle of me making this video. I haven't really played much of the boss yet, but it looks crazy. There's so much stuff happening on the screen, I thought I was playing Overwatch for a second. Your objective is to shoot down Kudra with the cannons. Simple, right? Wrong! First, there's a bunch of mobs everywhere, and then there's these random events that occur, like a legion of blazes that do 1 trillion damage, and the stupid gas that just ends your entire run if you don't kill them quickly enough. It is pretty fun though. Whenever you kill mobs, you gain tokens, with which you can purchase power-ups in the shop. Think of this like the diamond shop from Bed Wars. Similarly to dungeons, at the end you're rewarded with chests, from which you can get the crazy new gear and attribute shards. What are attribute shards? Basically enchantments too. Not 100% sure how they work, but I like the concept. And they also made the Kudra pet, whose perks are active even while you don't have them equipped, just like the Grandma Wolf. These perks may look tame, but keep in mind they're free extra stuff. Lava Creature Commander stands out a lot though. I have 70 pet luck. That's 70 extra sea creature chance. I'm pretty sure they messed it up, and it was supposed to be 0.1 sea creature chance per 1 pet luck, or something, because this is way too broken. I don't get it though. There's seemingly no use for sea creature chance over 100, and by the time you get a Kudra pet, you probably already have 100 sea creature chance anyways. There's honestly so much more I could talk about, but I don't want to spoil absolutely everything for you all. Bye bye now!